The surprising truth that 79% of olive oil is fake is revealed in this video. Here are 10 nations where oil fraud is rampant. Some of these may surprise you, while others will validate your darkest suspicions. But it's not only about deceit. You may be unknowingly drinking harmful counterfeits that might affect your health. By the video's conclusion, I will show you an easy and trustworthy method to check the quality of your oil without leaving your house, and I will also give you some pointers on how to spot fake liquid gold and avoid falling for another scam. In order to take charge of your health like an expert, this video will be very instructive and useful. Therefore, hit that like button and let's begin. Surprisingly, behind water and soft drinks, olive oil is the world's most counterfeited food product. Incidentally, our channel features a video whereby experts rank the top 10 meals that are most likely to be falsified. It is estimated that as much as 79% of olive oil marketed globally is either artificially made or contains other compounds in diluted form. Your well-being and security are at stake. Therefore, let us not be distracted by concerns about cost and quality. The illicit olive oil market is now larger than the illicit wine and honey businesses combined. The ramifications of the disturbing fraud schemes that have been discovered in many nations in recent investigations are substantial. Consuming fake olive oil on a regular basis raises the risk of chronic illnesses and vitamin shortages. Whether you're a concerned parent trying to provide a healthy diet for your kids, a health-conscious individual trying to maintain a healthy weight, or just someone who wants to get their money's worth, this impacts you. But why does olive oil seem to be a victim of fraud so frequently? The reason for this is straightforward. Counterfeiters are drawn to this product because of its high value and great market demand. It is particularly susceptible due to its complicated manufacturing process, broad variety of classifications, and challenges in confirming authenticity. It takes a lot of time and money to make real extra virgin olive oil. In their quest for financial gain, fraudsters take advantage of this situation to flood the market with low-quality and occasionally harmful counterfeits. Portugal comes in at number 10. Liquid gold, famous for its rich flavor and health advantages, is produced in Portugal, a nation where the sun softly kisses the terraced olive fields and where the scent of fresh oil permeates the air in traditional markets. The country's ancient olive trees stand as witnesses to its rich past. Despite the long history of olive oil manufacturing in this sunny nation, which dates back millennia, there is a shadowy aspect to the industry. The European Food Safety Commission estimates that 10% of olive oil sold worldwide is fake from Portugal. It loses some of its nutritional content and purity when mixed with cheaper oils and secret additions. The unsanctioned oils that pass themselves off as high-quality variations and end up in grocery stores are the main cause for alarm. The University of Lisbon's research team discovered that, in the majority of situations, imitation olive oil loses all of its good qualities and could even include dangerous trans fats. You can tell a Portuguese olive oil is legitimate by looking for the DOP, Denominação de Origem Protegida, label on the bottle. Argentina ranks 9th in the world. That the home of the tango, the wine, and the boundless pampas would be included in this list is hard to fathom. You would not immediately associate Argentina with olive oil, but the country has risen to prominence in the last several decades to become a major producer in Latin America. Nevertheless, there is a negative aspect to the industry's expansion. According to research out of Argentina's National Institute of Food Technology, 17.7% of olive oil sold in the country contains cheaper vegetable oils, such as sunflower or soybean oil, added in order to make the product more affordable. People are particularly vulnerable if they purchase oil in large quantities or at very cheap costs. Some of the items contain as low as 30% olive oil, according to the research. Striving for excellence? You can tell they're using pure traditional techniques of manufacturing when you look for oils approved by San Juan or Mendoza. Morocco is the 8th country. Under the scorching African heat, old olive trees extend their branches in Morocco, a setting straight out of an Eastern fairy tale. Here, making olive oil is more than just a hobby. It's a way of life that has been carried on for generations. However, the market has encountered problems with counterfeit goods, even in a nation with such deeply ingrained customs. A study conducted by the Moroccan Institute of Quality Control revealed that a significant portion of low-quality oils, 15%, contain inedible vegetable oil blends that are cheaper and have less nutritional value. The issue is particularly worrisome in export markets because of the laxity of rules in these areas. Some manufacturers use gray areas in the law to pass off watered-down oil as a high-end offering. Do you know how to stay alert and not fall for these tricks? To ensure you're purchasing authentic, naturally occurring olive oil, search for the AOC, Appellation d'Origine Contrôlée designation on Moroccan olives. Go with me to a place where olive oil is more than a commodity. It is a treasured artifact that deserves the same level of respect as any other work of art. At number 7 on the list is Greece. Olive oil was first produced in Greece, which is more than simply a country. Thousands of years of history have passed under these ancient trees, which have seen Olympians anoint themselves with golden oil before contests and thinkers contemplate the nature of eternity. When it comes to flavor and quality, Greek olive oil has been regarded as the gold standard for ages. However, deceit is still present in this fabled realm. Up to 20% of Greek olive oil sold throughout the world can be fake, according to research by the European Food Safety Authority, EFSA. What is the secret? Unfortunately, some unscrupulous manufacturers dilute it with lower quality vegetable oils or even trick customers into thinking it's extra virgin, leaving them with a product that doesn't have the same potent health advantages as authentic Greek olive oil. These counterfeits are harmful to people's health and the economy. Polyphenol levels, which are responsible for many of olive oil's health advantages, were below standard in 7 out of 10 samples of fake oil, according to lab testing from the University of Athens. Additionally, oxidation chemicals surpassed acceptable limits. Authentic Greek olive oil. How to recognize it? If you want to know where the real liquid gold of Greece comes from, search for the PDO, Protected Designation of Origin, label in a specific location like Kalamata or Crete. Turkey comes in at number 6. Turkey, a place where the scents of the East have blended with those of the West for generations, and where the Aegean shore is lined with old olive trees that have weathered the winds of many civilizations. However, a problem exists even within the olive groves, an issue that impacts millions of people. Research conducted by the Turkish Ministry of Agriculture suggests that a significant portion of Turkish olive oil, up to 30%, may include chemical preservatives that prolong shelf life but may also be harmful to human health, as well as blends of other vegetable oils or hidden chemicals. A significant examination in 2022 discovered that several oils labeled as extra virgin really included as much as 40% sunflower or canola oil. In what ways will this impact buyers? A dramatic reduction in nutritional value is the most important factor. Ankara University researchers discovered that in comparison to real extra virgin olive oil, imitation olive oil has 60% fewer antioxidants and beneficial polyphenols. To make matters worse, several of the samples did include trans fats, which are known to exacerbate inflammation and liver damage. For true high-quality Turkish olive oil, seek out brands recognized by the Turkish Standards Institute, TSE, and bearing verifiable geographical indicators, such as oils from Ayvalık or Çanakkale, to steer clear of fakes. Number 5 on the list, Tunisia. When it comes to olive oil, Tunisia is a little-known treasure. Even though they've been cultivating olive trees for more than 3,000 years, the nation was always overshadowed by its Mediterranean neighbors. Even though Tunisia is already a leading olive oil exporter, worrying tendencies have surfaced in the low-priced market. Up to 15% of the olive oil sold worldwide as Tunisian is really diluted with cheaper oils like sunflower, soybean, or palm, according to research from the International Olive Council, IOC. Less than half of the oil that was shipped in 2021 was indeed olive oil. The remaining half had undisclosed additives. This was one of the biggest scandals of that year. These deceitful techniques endanger consumers' health and erode faith in Tunisian olive oil. The University of Tunisia found that synthetic oils have 3 times the amount of oxidized chemicals, which can cause metabolic disruptions and allergic responses in their lab experiments. In what ways can quality be guaranteed? The AOC, Appellation d'Origine Contrôlée, Label and compliance with EU certification norms are hallmarks of genuine Tunisian olive oil. Some of the most authentic Tunisian olive oils come from the Sousse and Monastir districts, which is why these oils are so highly sought after. We find more and more disturbing examples of massive fraud as we travel down the list. The nations where competition for premium olive oil is fiercest will be covered next. Egypt comes in at number 4. Ancient pharaohs, pyramids, and seemingly endless deserts, that is Egypt. The country is also quickly becoming a player in the international olive oil industry. As the young plantations proliferate under the hot Nile sun, they offer the world a fresh supply of liquid gold, but the quality of their products is in jeopardy due to their quick expansion. A study conducted by the Egyptian Food Safety Authority found that a significant portion of Egyptian olive oil, up to 20%, is really a combination of cheaper vegetable oils, such as soybean or sunflower oil. This type of oil lacks the health advantages and flavor of genuine extra virgin olive oil. Worryingly, chemical solvents, which are used to extract oil from low-quality raw materials, were detected in certain samples by experts at Cairo University. These substances have the potential to cause metabolic problems, liver damage, and chronic inflammation. The primary problem? Abolishing stringent rules. Presently, Egypt does not have a standardized certification system to ensure the quality of its olive oil, in contrast to Europe, which has strict regulations on the matter. What is the best way to identify genuine Egyptian olive oil? The only surefire way to spot fakes is to search for items that have either the EU export certification or the COI, International Olive Council certification. America comes in at number 3. Despite the United States' reputation as a global leader in innovation and opportunity, the olive oil business is in utter disarray. Despite California's rise to prominence as an olive oil producer, fakes continue to flood the American market. Research out of UC Davis indicated that as much as a quarter of the olive oils marketed in the U.S. under the extra virgin label do not conform to global norms. The problem? Relaxation of federal oversight. A lot of firms just dilute their oil with cheaper alternatives and put the desired extra virgin label on the bottle. A big controversy involving olive oils occurred in 2020, when a laboratory in the United States found that 30% to 40% of the olive oils tested included sunflower or canola oil. This results in misleading advertising and the removal of important antioxidants found in olive oil, which contribute to its health benefits. What are some ways to spot fakes? To ensure you're purchasing authentic, high-quality olive oil from the United States, keep an eye out for certifications from organizations like the California Olive Oil Council, COOC, or the USDA Organic. Italy comes in at number 2. The scent of freshly squeezed olive oil wafts through the alleyways of Tuscan towns and the sunny terraces of Sicily, evoking a living mythology in Italy. In the midst of old forests, where weathered trees whisper tales passed down through the ages, it takes root. But even this holy custom has been corrupted by materialism. Some manufacturers take advantage of people's confidence by filling bottles with inferior oils, reducing their nutritious value and exquisite flavor. By diluting extra virgin olive oil with sunflower or canola oil, they mimic the appearance of high-quality oil, just like alchemists do with gold. Others take it a notch further by putting cheap oil in fancy containers and selling it as high-end. Despite the claim of being extra virgin, this liquid lacks the flavor and essential polyphenols found in genuine Italian olive oil, leaving it lifeless and flavorless. If olives could speak, they would reveal that they were actually grown in Tunisia, Spain, or Greece, and bottled in Italy, yet the label proudly reads, "Product of Italy." This type of deceit may take many forms. The astute dealers are sure nobody will notice that this oil has never been exposed to the Tuscan sun. Look for the DOP or IGP label, verify the provenance, and deal exclusively with people for whom olive oil is more than a business. It's an integral part of who they are. That way, you can taste the genuine essence of Italy in every spoonful. At long last, we have reached the country that produces more fake olive oil than any other. Spain. The sun softly warms the land. infusing every olive with life-giving strength, and silvery leaves flutter in the wind, the queen of olive groves and monarch of infinite green hills. Here, olive oil is revered as more than simply a commodity. It is a cultural artifact that embodies centuries of heritage. For generations, the Spanish have guarded its secrets, handing the ideal press's secrets down through the generations. The problem is that there will always be those looking to fake gold, regardless of its value. Both the production and the size of olive oil counterfeiting are led by Spain. The Madrid Institute of Food Safety found that as much as 25% of the inexpensive kind of Spanish olive oil is actually fake. This suggests that a combination of more affordable vegetable oils, such as soybean, sunflower, or palm, might be hidden in every fourth bottle you see at the grocery store. However, the health danger is the greatest deceit, not a change in flavor. Counterfeit oils tested positive for pesticide and industrial solvent residues in a laboratory setting. Toxin concentrations were 3 times the legal limits in certain instances. Not only may these drugs damage the liver, but they can also cause inflammation, hormone disruptions, and premature aging. So, how can you stay safe in this perilous disguise game? Some guidelines for selecting authentic olive oil are as follows. It is not simple to go through all the shimmery bottles and find the genuine olive oil. Many alternatives abound on supermarket shelves, each with its own slick labeling, prideful extra virgin insignia, and assurances of freshness and purity. However, the counterfeiting sector is really hiding behind all of this eye-catching packaging. Nearly half of the bottles are fake, according to research by the International Olive Oil Council. The oil is chemically processed, diluted with cheap vegetable ingredients, and has lost its essence. Researchers from Food Control discovered in 2020 that 79% of the items they examined were fraudulent. What this implies is that for every bottle of gold, there is a substitute that is completely ineffective for your body. So, what are some ways to stay out of this jam? Emblem. A reflection of integrity. The provenance of genuine olive oil is transparent. Put the bottle down if you can't find the harvest date. Mentioning a product's expiration date alone is analogous to giving an individual's age without their actual birthday. Because quality is dependent on how fresh the olives are, a trustworthy producer will always inform you when they were gathered. Glass. Oil's protective shield. Antioxidants are vulnerable to light, which breaks down their protective components and reduces the miracle potion to a greasy liquid. Because of its rarity and value, real oil is kept in sealed metal or glass canisters. Stay well away from any plastic you come across. Words fail when compared to prices. Underpriced items are of low quality. Reporters from The Guardian have found that oils with a price tag below $10 a liter frequently include contaminants in the range of up to 50%. It takes work to make real oil. Each olive is selected by hand and then pressed without heat to keep its medicinal qualities. The price should be reflective of the high cost of production. If you want to know how good an olive oil is before you buy it, just pour a little into a glass and smell it. It has to have a lot of life, like new grass, apple leaves, or even tomato leaves. An ineffective replacement is in front of you if there is hardly any aroma. Indulge your taste buds. A hint of bitterness and sharpness indicates an abundance of polyphenols, which shield your cardiovascular system, brain, and blood vessels from harmful free radicals. The more flavorful something is, the more health advantages it has. Everything that gives the oil its value has been removed if it has no flavor or aroma. Some people say that if oil thickens when placed in the fridge, it's real. Yet that is not true. Even the finest olive oil can remain liquid when cooled, and various types of olives act differently. Fall for bogus promises at your peril. True olive oil is more than a food item. It is a rejuvenating remedy. The only defense in a society where fakes are commonplace is education. My next piece of advice is to watch these videos and then to hit the like or comment button. I can't wait to see what you have to say.